Welcome to my LibGuide. This LibGuide highlights Black young adult authors and highlights the books that they write and the stories they create and the characters that they breathe life into. And I wanted to do this LibGuide because I think it's important that there is representation for Black teens, especially those who are interested in finding books with Black characters that are in the science fiction fantasy genre that talk about coming of age and realistic fiction and romance and sports and all that. I think all that's very important for Black teens to feel represented in these stories. So in this LibGuide, I kind of just go through and I provide reading materials, extra reading materials, and I promote certain books. I promote all of them, but I try to choose a variety of them on each page so that you can see the many different kinds there are available. So this is just the regular homepage, and going to the fantasy science fiction. This is just highlighting more books that are by Black authors that talk about that have fantasy and sci-fi elements to them. We have the sports tab, which highlights more, sports related novels, and that is a book trailer on the left there if you're interested in looking at it. I recommend watching this LibGuide with the song I put there by Alicia Keys called Teenage Love Affair. And this is highlighting teen romance, specifically Black teen romance, where either both characters are Black or there is a Black character involved. Because there's a couple books here that highlight interracial relationships, specifically Nicola Yoon's books. And coming of age, of course, is a big part of the young adult genre, and teens who need to figure out who they are, what they want to be, and where they want to go with their lives. This tab is specifically for them. This last tab is the dramatic or realistic fiction tab, and I think that this tab really encompasses all of them that are ahead of it, minus the science fiction fantasy, because obviously that's not really realistic, though it may have realistic elements. But I really wanted this LibGuide to be a guiding tool for those who are looking for young adult books by Black authors about Black characters, because it's really hard to find. I work in a public library and I get Black teens all the time who are interested in finding books about characters that look like them, that act like them, that talk like them, that has experienced things that they experience. And I find that sometimes it's harder for them to find those books. So I really wanted to do the heavy work for them to find these for them, so they have a starting point of these books. There are fantasy and science fiction books about Black characters. There are coming of age stories. There are romance. There is realistic fiction. There is sports. There's so much in there. And I feel like this LibGuide is going to be a great stepping stone and a great guide for those who are looking for that. And this would be a great starting point. And this is a very important topic to me, and I hope you can hear how important this is to me in my voice, because being a Black woman, being a Black writer, and having characters that are Black and wanting to write for the young adult genre, I think is so important that these people, these women, these men, and their characters and their stories get the recognition that they should get. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial.